Hi, yes, again your Balakrishna sir with BCAD classes, and we were discussing stationary waves. What are the uses of stationary waves? How the stationary waves are utilized in musical instruments we are going to discuss. First, you can see here. The stationary waves standard equation we have seen, okay, and normal modes. Basically, we are going to discuss now normal modes. What are the modes? What are the normal modes? We are going to discuss. So, the standard form of stationary wave equation is that y of x comma t equal to 2a sine kx, which we have obtained in from previous class. 2a sine kx into cos omega t. Before equation, if you see, in that kx plus omega t it was kx plus omega t. This is nothing but in traveling wave, harmonic traveling wave. This is completely time dependent phase. This all one term it can be treated as. But when it turned into the stationary wave, standard waveform of stationary wave, then here 2a sine kx is called as amplitude term. What is this? Amplitude. Okay, and cos omega t is another term. Means here you will find kx and omega t is independently. Okay, now from this standard wave equation, stationary wave equation, we have 2a sine kx is a amplitude term, right? So depends on the position of the particle, we will define the amplitude. We know, right? What is the definition of the amplitude? Maximum displacement of the waveform, or maximum displacement of the oscillating particle from mean position to extreme position either sides is called as amplitude. Okay, so in this equation 2a sin kx term completely taken as amplitude term, right? Here we have a term x. X describes the position of the particle. If this position of the particle changes, then amplitude changes. Usually we know that if the displacement of a particle, if displacement of the particle is zero, then the amplitude is zero. Amplitude is zero. If displacement of the particle is maximum, then we can say that amplitude is maximum. So what will happen, sir, if amplitude is zero? Where the amplitude is zero, that we call as the term is node. Where the amplitude is maximum in the waveform, then the term is called as antinode. Okay, so this nodes and antinodes depends on the position of the particle in the stationary wave, right? Because of the superimposition of the waves, these nodes and antinodes will form usually. Now here you need to find that most significant feature of stationary waves. What is that? The most significant feature of stationary wave is, what is that most significant feature of stationary wave is that the boundary condition of condition, boundary conditions of constraint waves or constraints for the possible wavelengths or frequencies of vibrating system vibrating systems. Okay, means here the most significant feature of stationary wave is that the boundary conditions constrain with possible wavelengths or frequencies of any vibrating system, but at the same time it is not the arbitrary frequency. Whatever the vibrating system is there, that is not fixed for any arbitrary frequency. Okay, it is arbitrary frequency in the sense it is not any fixed frequency, we can say here. And at the same time this is also a combination of different frequencies, we can say. Means it is also characterized by the set of natural frequencies. Set of natural frequencies. This set of natural frequencies, we call it as normal modes. That's why I have written this word. Whatever the oscillating system or vibrating system, it is not constrained or not fixed for any arbitrary frequency. It is a set of natural frequencies. So this set of natural frequencies we call as simply normal modes. What are those normal modes? These normal modes we are going to describe with proper condition. Okay, the nodes and antinodes we have a proper condition. With that condition, if you substitute in the standard stationary waveform, from their amplitude if we take, then by the varying position of the particle denotes node and antinode. Okay, that I am going to show you now. See here, you are seeing very clearly. I have told just now most significant feature of the stationary wave is nothing but we have that possible wavelengths or frequencies or constraints. Okay, for the stationary wave, if it is constrained, how it is constrained. Okay, and at the same time it is not constrained for the arbitrary frequency. Okay, but it is applicable for a set of natural frequencies. This is a characterized by set of natural frequencies is also called normal modes. Now, nodes and antinodes of standing wave, how it will be. See, whatever we have discussed, the amplitude of standing wave does not remain the same throughout the wave. Obviously, by the position of the particle, it changes. It keeps on changing with the function of x, the oscillating particle. Where the amplitude is 0, that is formed as a node. Where the amplitude is maximum, that forms as antinode. You can see in this picture there, down. Okay, the formation of nodes and antinodes. See, this is a position is indicating node, and this is also a node. This is antinode. This antinode. Like this entire stationary wave, if you see, nodes and antinodes has formed. Now the condition, just now we have discussed, there are the conditions for the nodes. With respect to the condition, if you apply, for example, first, if it is you are taking in a case of a string, let us say, okay, string is fixed with the two rigid support. When you are trying to plug If you take a guitar, sitar, violin, when you are plucking, obviously it produces the vibrations, right? The vibrations, how it will produce, that gives how the stationary waves and how it produces normal modes. Sometimes these normal modes with a high frequency and sometimes these normal modes with low frequency waves. Okay, you can see here for a standing wave, when I am taking a condition of minimum change in its displacement, nothing but amplitude is 0. In such case, that is called as node. So the amplitude 2a sine kx, I made it as a 0 as per the condition or as per the definition of the node. So the way 2a sine kx, I made it is 0 in the sense, I can write if 2a, if I'll send that it becomes 0, then I can write this is sine kx equal to 0 simply. You're seeing here clearly, right? Now I have an option to write like this: sine 0 is 0, sine 180 is also a 0. So what I'm doing that, since it is a stationary wave, number of cycles will form. Okay, so sine kx equal to, in a place of sine 0, in a place of 0, sorry, I am writing sine pi. Sine 180 gives the 0 value. Okay, but extra I have added n here. N times means number of cycles which is repeating, right? So I have used sine n pi. Okay, therefore now either side I have cancelled the sine term. Okay, now I have the regular terms kx equal to n into pi, where k is a wave number, x is the displacement of the wave, n is the number of cycles, pi is a term as an angle is in terms of 180 or pi radians you can take here. Now the value of x represents position of nodes where amplitude is 0. The value of x represents here position of amplitude where position of node where amplitude is 0, that we discussed already. So from the above equation, x equal to n pi by k I can write. This is I am taking as a equation 1. Okay. Now you can see here from the basic definition of wave number. Wave number is equal to, or wave number can be defined as number of cycles per unit wavelength we can write. Okay. So 2 pi by lambda I am writing. So if it is 2 pi by lambda, I have taken this is equation 2. Simply in the place of k, I have substituted this equation. The moment I will substitute, then x equal to 2n pi, in a place of k, 2 pi by lambda. Lambda will go up, pi get cancelled. I have the left term is n lambda by 2. Okay. So now I got x equal to n lambda by 2 is the position of the node in the wave. Position of the node in the wave. Where n equal to, if I could substitute a 1, then I'll get x equal to lambda by 2. This is a first initial position of the wave to the first node where it will form. Let us say you are seeing the down diagram. If this is x equal to 0 position, in the sense from here to lambda by 2 distance. Okay, what is the lambda? We know. I just now have told the boundary condition of possible wavelengths or frequencies of a vibrating system we are taking here. Okay, that is a significant feature of in the stationary waves. So with respect to wavelength, wavelength is a consecutive distance between two crests or two troughs in transverse waves, two compressions or two rarefactions in longitudinal waves, right? So here, if I'll take from initial position to lambda by 2, of course the distance from here to here, if it is lambda, a complete waveform, if you take, okay, or one node to the, this is x equal to 0 position and this is also x equal to 0 position. So This gives the first node distance is lambda by 2. Now if I substitute 2, then if I substitute n equal to 1, it become lambda by 2 x1. If it is n equal to 2, x2 become how much? Lambda distance. Okay, x3 it became 3 lambda by 2. Like this, n number of nodes, if it forms, you will find the distance from the initial position of the wave, where x equal to 0 if you take a boundary condition of the any string. Okay, that means we can understand from one node to another node the distance is lambda by 2. The one node to another node the distance is lambda by 2. Okay, you can see very clearly the normal modes of a string. We have obtained x equal to n into lambda by 2. So if I apply a boundary condition, for x equal to 0, already it is satisfied. Okay, x equal to L I am substituting. The way if I substitute the first one, L equal to n into lambda by 2 I got. Okay, if I take capital L is the length of the string, then L equal to n into lambda by 2. So now the wavelength, in terms of wavelength, if you could write the same term, wavelength I am making a subject, lambda equal to 2L by n is a wavelength. Here n number of waves if you apply, or n number of nodes if you take for that. Now from the wavelength we can find easily frequency, because we know V equal to n into lambda or f into lambda or nu into lambda. Basic standard equation or relation between the frequency and wavelength. Now from there, if this lambda, if you substitute in the place of this in this equation, so simply the equation will be in terms of f n into v by 2l. If you take v by 2l is a fundamental frequency, okay, this is the first equation, then that can be written as in terms of f1. This first one, whatever you are seeing in the diagram, is called as first overtone, okay, or fundamental frequency of the normal modes, and first harmonic function or first harmonic wave we call. Okay, the second one, whatever you are seeing, second one we call as second harmonic, okay, and the second harmonic is called as first overtone. Same way third harmonic is called as second overtone. Okay, and next fourth harmonic is called as third overtone. This is a way the normal modes can form in a case of string, when we are taking string as a boundary condition, x equal to 0 to x equal to L, means this is a 0 position, this is a L position. Okay, so this is all in a case of nodes when we have applied condition. Now come for antinodes. In the case of antinodes, if you see, we know the condition for antinodes where the amplitude is maximum. Same way I am using the amplitude condition or amplitude term 2a sin kx, since it is maximum, I am writing is a maximum. From this condition, what I am doing, since it is maximum in the sense there is supposed to be some value from 1 to something. Okay, so sin kx I am writing sine of n plus 1 by 2 into pi. So sine term get cancelled. I have only term kx equal to n plus 1 by 2 into pi. As usual, this kx or k is a wave number, x is a displacement of the wave. The position of the wave is described in a stationary wave. From there, if I rearrange the equation, I have written that 2 pi by lambda, pi I have sent that side, okay, then it becomes 2 pi by lambda into x equal to n plus 1 by 2. Okay, what I am having here? 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda directly they have done here because already we know k equal to 2 pi by lambda. Okay, the moment in a place of k, if I substitute 2 pi by lambda, then this term completely belonging to the k, you know. So that's why it became 2 pi by lambda into x simply into n plus 1 by 2 pi. Now both sides pi is there, pi get cancelled, this pi and this pi get cancelled. Then you are having simply here x equal to n plus 1 by 2. Whatever the lambda is there, if you send that side, it become lambda by 2. Because here 2 is also there, no? So the 2 become lambda by 2. Simply if you want, I'll show here. That is kx 2 pi by lambda into x equal to n plus 1 by 2 into pi. Pi get cancelled. So now I have 2x by lambda equal to n plus 1 by 2. Right? What I did here? Simply to find the position of the x, I sent 2 by lambda that side. So it becomes x equal to n plus 1 by 2 into lambda by 2. This is the position of the antinode in the stationary wave. When if you substitute n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In before case there was no 0 because already 0 condition satisfied that. So here if you substitute 0, let us say, the position you will not get 0. But in the node it will be. Okay, because node starts at the 0 point. Let us say if n equal to 0, so x 0 position is n plus 1 by 2, means n is 0, 1 by 2 into lambda by 2. Simply x naught, the position of antinode, is at lambda by 4 distance. Means where if you see in this diagram, here you are seeing diagram, x equal to 0 position is here. From here to the first antinode form here. It forms here. So this distance we call, means the distance from node to antinode, simply we call lambda by 4. Got it? This is for the first one. If n equal to 1, if you see, then how much it become? x1 equal to 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay? 2 means 2 plus 1 by 2, 3 lambda by 4 it becomes. This is for first antinode from the 0 position. Okay? Then like that x2 if you substitute further 5 lambda by 2, 7 lambda by 4, 5 lambda by 4, 7 lambda by 4, like that you will get. This gives nothing but node and here it gives antinode position. Okay, so that you can see here in this diagram, nodes and antinodes, the distance how it has formed, lambda by 2. Okay, means this is completely wave. If you see, this is complete lambda. At time t equal to t by time period, if you take capital T out of 10, then with different positions, different points, you will find that change in the direction of the particle. Okay, you are seeing node and antinode positions. Now, till now we will discuss these nodes and antinodes for the string between two rigid supports. This is applicable in the case of guitar, sitar and violin instruments to produce good sound or good music. Already we studied the modes. Normal modes are nothing but a set of natural frequencies. It is the system cannot oscillate with any arbitrary frequency. It always oscillates with the multiple frequencies. So that's why these set of natural frequencies gives us normal modes. So these waves usually characterized by the set of natural frequencies. Now in the next class we are going to discuss nodes and antinodes in open-ended pipe and closed-ended pipe. Okay, thank you very much. Please, without forgetting, subscribe my channel and express your doubts. Therefore I'll provide you quality education